To do the transformer replacement for a 500 series, you're going to need the following tools. You're going to need a crimping tool, an electric power drill with a Phillips head bit, a socket wrench with a 9/16 deep well socket, a very small flathead screwdriver, a pair of side cutters, a wire stripper, and then the replacement transformer. In addition, you will also need 4 crimps and 4 4-inch cable ties. So the first thing you're going to do is remove the knob from the current and switch by taking your small flathead, and you're going to unscrew the screw on the side here. Next, you're going to remove the fender washer. Then you're going to take your 9/16 deep well socket and remove the current nut. Make sure that you do not damage the label behind it, so be careful. Then you're going to take out the internal tooth washer as well. And make sure all of those are on the side over there. Next, you're going to start removing all of the cable ties holding every wire attached to the transformer in place. So we're going to get rid of this cable tie that's holding the high voltage wires. This cable tie here. And then anything else that's holding wires that go from the transformer. Next, you're going to take every crimp except for the crimp that goes from the thermistor to the fuse holder, and you're going to cut them all with your side cutters. It's important to start from the bottom so that you can get one clean cut. Yeah, be careful. They can fly out if you snip them the right way. Next, we're going to take our power drill and we are going to unscrew the current transformer from its mounting plate. And in order to do so, you're going to need to take the switch out of the current frame, remove it like so, and then you'll be able to simply pull out the old transformer. Next, we're going to take the new transformer and put it in the place of the old one. Going to screw it down like so. Making sure all the holes line up. Next, you're going to take your wire strip, make sure it is set to 3/8 of an inch, and you're going to strip all currently exposed wires. Make sure that none of the insulation gets trapped inside the unit. If anything falls in, just dig it out. All right, make sure that everything has been stripped to 3/8 of an inch. And then next, we are going to reapply the crimps, and we are going to crimp everything as per the internal wiring diagram that can be found on page 9 of the procedure. So first, we are going to crimp together the thermistor to the brown wire of the capacitor, as well as the black wire of the ion switch. The brown wire of the green LED. And the brown wire from the finder relay. Twist them all together. Such a fashion that they will all fit inside of the crimp. Take your crimp tool and lock it in place. Form a quick tug test to make sure no wires come out. And next, we are going to we're going to take out the the nut from the old ion switch, and we are going to put it in place. But before doing so, make sure that the detent lock washer is firmly in position 6 of the switch. If it is not so, you can simply pop it out and then move it around until it is in position 6. Like so. Now, simply apply the new switch, and then we're going to install it. So once you have the ion selection dial in place in the frame, you're going to reinstall it. So you're going to take your internal tooth washer, slide it on. Next, you're going to take your 9/16 nut, and you're going to start with the hand tightening with your fingers. Then you're going to take your 9/16 deep well socket to get it the rest of the way down there. Making sure you can't take it off with your fingers anymore. Next, you're going to take your fender washer, slide it over, and then finally, you're going to install your knob. First, make sure that the ion dial is completely turned to the left until you don't hear any clicking. Then, you're going to take your knob and you're going to make sure that the little white marker is pointing towards off, and you're going to tighten it down with the side of the screw. And now you have your new switch installed. Next, we will be moving on to crimping the rest of the wires down. So again, adhering to the wiring diagram in page 9. Next, we will be taking care of the crimp with the purple wire from the transformer to the blue wire from the red LED, like so. Crimp it down. That's 2 out of 4 done. Next up, we will be doing the crimp from the brown wire of the red LED to the brown wire of the transformer from number 3. Then the final crimp we'll be making is from the yellow wire of the transformer to the blue wire of the finder relay to the blue wire of the capacitor, the blue wire of the green LED, and the white wire from the main power. Now you need to be very careful with this to make sure that everything is congregated and maximizing the space that you have so that it can properly fit in the crimp. Do another pull test, making sure that nothing is going to come out. And next, we will be reapplying our zip ties. Now with the high tension wires, make sure that they form an X and they go in opposite directions from where they were installed on the transformer. Next, we're going to take the white wire from the transformer from position 8 and crimping it down to the side. Take your side cutters and cut off any excess from the cable ties. Take all of your crimps, bundle them together, and tie them off as well. Make sure that it's not going to be directly rubbing against any of the crimps, so if you need to, you can slide it down before making that final pull. And then you're going to take another wire, another cable tie, and if the capacitor comes loose during the crimping process, try to just firmly place it back down so that VHB tape will stick again, like so. Then we're going to tie off the rest of these just to make it look a little nicer. And we're going to tuck this bundle underneath the white wires of the DB9 to make sure that it will not have any contact with the high voltage wires when the unit is sealed. And now you have your transformer replaced.